Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo December 23, 2022. The Sun begins its transit of your home and family sector today, where it will transit until January 20th. This Sun cycle encourages a stronger focus on your domestic world. It's also a natural time for anchoring on a psychological level. Improving your home and feelings of safety, security, and comfort are in the spotlight. Family and loved ones can motivate you to succeed, build, and organize. You're seeking more quiet, downtime, comfort, and familiarity in the weeks ahead. You're also taking more pride in your home or family, making it a great time to focus on improvements. Today, a Sun-Jupiter square can play with your mood, however. Your expectations can leave you vulnerable to mood swings if you've set them too high. It's best not to rely on someone's promises. With your instincts telling you one thing and people in your life telling you another, decision-making can be difficult today. It may be better to take things easy. The winter solstice has trumpeted in the heavens as the Sun crosses into Capricorn today. This is a very important turning point in the year as we are now experiencing the longest nights of the year. Slowly, day by day, as we inch forward, the days will become longer and we will feel more light and energy begin to surround us. However, the only way forward is through the darkest and coldest of nights. Use this time to dig deep into your heart and soul and address honesty in regard to your personal and romantic life. You're being given a chance to improve your path forward, but it's only by assessing the shadows can you find illumination. Establish your boundaries and expectations at work. You might feel more frisky than usual since the men will enter fiery Sagittarius today. The lunar energy will surely boost your confidence, which may help you speak up and assert yourself at work. Given that the Sun will also enter Capricorn, this could be the perfect time to establish some ground rules at work. You may come across as overly direct at first, but this can be the perfect opportunity to ensure a better work and life balance and healthier workplace dynamics with your coworkers. On both the income and job fronts, there is a chance today to pause, with a download of information, insights, and messages to unpack. Having the moon in your income sector during Jupiter's final days in your work sector allowed them to join forces and for you to eavesdrop as they both work to steer things in the right direction. Both left yesterday, leaving you with a lot to unpack, but with it, a chance now to stand back as things play out and run their course. You used to love physical activity, the more intense the better. What has become of this urge? Picture a big pot filled with soup, the biggest pot you can imagine. Stirring that pot, so that soup from the very bottom mixes with the soup on top, is what exercise does for you. A good balance between aerobic and anaerobic exercise is ideal. This process is not only satisfying physically but is also necessary for a healthy mind. With so much energy brewing inside of you, regular physical release keeps your mental processes in check. Think about it. Consider taking pen in hand today. Creative expression is likely to be the primary focus of your day. If you're new to writing, begin a journal to get your flow. This is a powerful tool for self-expression and also for capturing the writing spirit. This can also be an effective way for blocked writers to get their flow back. It doesn't take much to write if it's something you want to do. Just put the pen on the paper and watch it happen. Just having the Sun in your communication sector when Jupiter returned to your relationship sector yesterday was an advantage, and while he leaves today, the moon will stay on for another day to ensure the communication lines are open. With all planetary activity on the communication front ending when the moon leaves tomorrow, this is something that needs to be embraced. In the meantime, as is always the case at this time each year, this is when the Sun turns the solar spotlight onto home and family matters. It is during Jupiter's first full day in your relationship sector that the Sun will leave your communication sector today, but with the moon staying on for another day to ensure the communication lines are open from the start. It was the moon and Jupiter's friendly aspect yesterday that has already got the ball rolling, with today all about doing everything you can to give your emotional responses and relationships a voice. Our eyes in the sky. The sun moves into Capricorn today, marking the solstice and beginning of winter. This ambitious sign lends us plenty of resilience as we navigate the holiday season. A square between the Sun and Jupiter gives us the opportunity to communicate bluntly, but try to avoid being too matter-of-fact with people who are especially sensitive. The energy here can also cause our focus to shift toward the things we want to accomplish before the year ends, while considering our goals and resolutions as we continue to inch toward 2023. You feel impatient, on edge, unable to relax. It's particularly difficult to find any peace. If you're normally calm and well-balanced, this is the stimulation you need to put plans you have been thinking about for a long time into action. With such an enterprising attitude, you may be overstretched. If you feel on edge, allow yourself the peace you need. If you enjoy buying yourself something new, go ahead and do it. You have the means to do so, and it's about time you treated yourself. Your finances allow you to make a small investment, and you are sensible enough not to overspend. An opposition between the Sagittarius moon and Mars retrograde can put us in touch with our personal power without sacrificing our sympathy toward others. Remember that helping others and you can helps you score karma points while providing an excellent outlet for this aspect. The energy here could make people a bit insensitive and more oriented around themselves, so try not to lose touch with your empathy, and avoid triggering discussions that could lead to arguments. Energy levels could take a hit as well, so try to pace yourself if you start to feel sluggish. If you can, go to bed a bit earlier tonight. In the late afternoon, the Sun exits broad-minded Sagittarius and enters tenacious Capricorn, the sign of the sea goat. Its ingress corresponds to the winter solstice in the northern hemisphere and the summer solstice in the southern hemisphere, marking the shortest and longest days of the year respectively. During Capricorn season, we seek to erect stable foundations upon which to build an enterprise. Our goals may be work-oriented, aligned with Capricorn perseverance, or relationship-oriented, aligned with Capricorn loyalty. Capricorn is a cardinal earth sign. It archetypally resonates with initiation, as well as with grounding our desires and visions into a tangible container. For any great work to be accomplished, we must be aware of the time, resources, and energy that we can devote to it. We must persist despite stacked odds, yet also know when to cut our losses. Here, we have a true opportunity to work literal magic, pulling our imaginative designs out of the ether, turning our fantasies into realities. In the late afternoon, the Sun squares off with Jupiter in Aries, an aspect that will play a role in the upcoming December 23rd new moon. This transit makes us indulgent and overly optimistic. We can lose focus and become less disciplined in our work, believing that everything will organically sort itself out without applied attention. However, the Capricorn Sun is an especially committed sun, so we have less to worry about in terms of follow-through. In fact, that may be the central problem. During the Sun-Jupiter square, we risk zealously making too many promises under the assumption that we can accomplish whatever we set our minds to. In the heat of the moment, we have no doubt that our initiatives will succeed. Yet when the dust settles, we may find that we've taken on too many assignments and we are unable to quit any of them. The best approach now is to wait and think about things before committing. Give yourself a week before firming up any plans.